Picture this for a second. Someone wants you to do something, but here's the catch. They don't threaten you, they don't argue, and they definitely don't force you. Yet somehow, you end up doing exactly what they wanted all along. Getting you to comply isn't magic, folks. It's applied social psychology. It's literally a playbook used every single day by negotiators, marketers, salespeople, and yep, even people in your own life. Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're decoding the unseen forces that influence your decisions. I'm going to walk you through 5 specific manipulation tactics, so the next time someone tries to use them on you, you'll spot them a mile away.
So let's start with the million-dollar question. Why on earth do we say yes when our brain is absolutely screaming no? Well, manipulators have essentially figured out a backdoor to bypass your logic and hack your choices. Think about it. When you make a careful decision, weighing the facts and evidence, you're using what psychologists call the central route of persuasion. It's logical, it's slow. But guess what? Manipulators absolutely do not want you using that route.
Instead, they want you right here, relying on the peripheral route to persuasion. When you're distracted, rushed, or just don't think a topic is that important, you become incredibly vulnerable to superficial stuff. We're talking about a speaker's charm, an emotional tug, or the illusion of a massive bargain. They rely on this peripheral route to keep you completely distracted from actually analyzing the cold, hard facts.
All right, let's get into it with tactic 1, the trap of consistency.
This first trap leans heavily on a classic psychological strategy called the foot in the door technique. It exploits a really powerful, honestly super uncomfortable human emotion called cognitive dissonance. Basically, this is that nasty mental tension you feel when your actions don't line up with your beliefs. As humans, we absolutely hate that feeling. We crave consistency. So, manipulators weaponize this. They get you to agree to a tiny, totally harmless request first. Once you say yes, cognitive dissonance practically forces your brain to stay consistent, making you way more likely to agree to massive requests later on.
Let's look at how this actually plays out in real life. Imagine a friend asks you for a tiny favor. Hey, can you just help me carry a box of supplies to the elementary school for their tutoring program? It's super small, right? So you say yes. But when you get there, the principal mentions a tutor is running late and asks if you can fill in just for a few minutes. You agree. Boom, you spend the whole afternoon tutoring. And before you can even leave, you're suddenly talked into coming back every single week. You agreed because your brain justified it. Well, I'm already here, I'm helping, I guess I'm a helpful person. You got trapped by your own need to be consistent.
Moving on to tactic 2, the contrast tactic.
Psychologists call this one the door-in-the-face technique. It works by totally warping your perception of a request so you feel like you're actually getting a break. Imagine your boss calls you in looking grim and says, "We need to cut costs drastically. I'm afraid I have to cut your salary in half." Obviously, you freak out and protest. Then your boss sighs and says, "Okay, well, maybe we can cut expenses elsewhere. I can just give you a 5% pay cut instead." And you're so relieved, you say, "Thank you, I can definitely live with that." Notice how completely different these strategies are. The foot in the door starts tiny and snowballs, but the door in the face, it starts with a ridiculous, huge demand that you're guaranteed to reject and then instantly shrinks down to a compromise. The crazy thing is, that 5% pay cut was the boss's actual goal the entire time. By hitting you with the massive demand first, they completely rewired your state of mind, making a penalty feel like a generous win. It's the exact same result, just approached from entirely opposite directions. Next up is tactic 3, the bait and switch. Now, this one is an absolute favorite among shady marketers and certain salespeople. Let's break down their playbook. Step 1, offer an incredibly good deal, almost too good to be true. Step 2, get you to psychologically and emotionally commit to it. And step 3, suddenly add new demands or totally change the terms. The secret here? That amazing initial offer was a total fake. It was never going to happen. It literally only existed to lock in your emotional commitment. You've probably experienced something like this at a car dealership. The dealer offers you an unbelievable price on a new ride and a wildly generous trade-in for your old car. It's a no-brainer. You say yes, you sign some initial papers, you're already picturing yourself driving it on the highway. Then, the salesperson comes back from the manager's office looking super apologetic. "I am so sorry, I totally forgot this model has the upgraded package. The boss rejected the deal, we'd lose money." Now, the price is higher, but because you've already emotionally committed to owning that car, you'll probably just swallow the anger and pay the extra cash. Here comes tactic 4. That's not all. This tactic is all about dropping sudden psychological weight right before you finalize a choice. Ever walk into a store and you see a price tag that says 25% off, but someone has crossed it out with a red marker and written 50% off right below it? Spoiler alert, that is not a random spontaneous sale. The store is starting with an anchor, the 25%, just to set your expectations. Then they instantly swap it for a better deal to give you a massive psychological push. They're artificially sweetening the pot right in front of you to make the purchase feel incredibly urgent.
Finally, we reach Tactic 5, Fear and Coercion.
So far, we've looked at sales tricks and favors, but we really need to talk about the extreme side of persuasion, the kind that completely hijacks your brain. You've definitely seen donation emails that read exactly like this. Or maybe you've gotten mails screaming that a forest will be bulldozed tomorrow if you don't donate today. Research actually shows that using fear increases persuasion, but with one huge caveat. The danger has to feel real, and you have to believe your action will actually stop it. If it's too exaggerated, it backfires. But when they dial that fear in perfectly, it is a highly potent manipulator. The most intense version of this coercive fear happens in police interrogations. Picture this: you're isolated for hours, totally sleep-deprived, and authorities are telling you they have rock-solid evidence against you. They might even strap you to a polygraph. But here is the crazy reality. A polygraph doesn't actually measure objective truth. It just measures stress responses, like your heart rate and sweat. Interrogators use this intensely high-stress environment and tell you that you failed the test, simply to force compliance. They make you believe the only way to end this nightmare is to just confess.
And the results of this are terrifying. Under coercive persuasion, confessions from guilty suspects are definitely high, but shockingly, confessions from completely innocent suspects skyrocket too. These manipulation tactics severely decrease reliability because the situation becomes so psychologically unbearable that completely innocent people will literally confess to crimes they didn't commit just to make the manipulation stop.
Okay, let's flip the script. The defense: how to protect yourself.
We've seen exactly how they operate, from those snaky consistency traps to full-blown fear tactics. So here is your personal toolkit to defend yourself. First, whenever a decision involves your money or your time, force your brain into the central route. Ignore the flashy fluff, the guilt, and the fear, and demand cold, hard logic. Second, if you ever feel that weird, squirmy tension of cognitive dissonance, that nagging feeling that you're only saying yes because you already said yes earlier, just hit the brakes, break the chain. And third, use what psychologists call the inoculation effect. Think of it like a vaccine. By getting a small dose of a virus, you build immunity. By being forewarned about how manipulators operate, you naturally build up psychological armor. Honestly, just by watching this explainer, you've already inoculated yourself.
You know their playbook now. You know exactly how they try to bypass your critical thinking. So I'm gonna leave you with this. The next time someone offers you an unexpectedly amazing deal, asks for a super tiny favor, or tries to rush you into a panic, are you gonna use your logic, or are you gonna fall for their emotion? Keep your guard up, stay logically grounded, and whatever you do, don't let anyone pull your strings.